So this pedal is a little bit of a meme, but what does it actually do? Well, first of all, let's get the jokes out of the way. The only true bypass boss pedal. It's the Tonewood Special. It enhances your ego. Admittedly, it is a very subtle effect, and it's not gonna be practical on most people's boards, but it is actually doing something. So the Boss EH2 is a dynamic equalizer, which if you break it down is basically just a combination between an EQ and a compressor or expander. So most of us probably know how a normal EQ works. If I add a high shelf here, no matter how quiet or how loud the guitar part is, it's always going to be boosting those high frequencies. But if I open up TDR Nova, which is a free dynamic EQ, I can set this threshold for when the EQ starts working. So if the guitar player is playing quietly, the EQ isn't really doing anything. But if you really dig in, it hits that compressor, and in this case, it's dropping those high frequencies. In fact, if you've ever used a de-esser before, that's exactly what this is. But here's what's cool. If I actually bring this ratio down lower than a 1:1, instead of compressing those frequencies, we're actually boosting or expanding them. And that is what the enhancer does. The EH2 enhancer is a super vague name and it is subtle, but in the right context, it can be a really powerful tool. And sure, it's kind of irrelevant, but it might be the best color boss pedal. Maybe. And if you're new here, this is the place where we talk about music lore and technology, so if this is interesting, you can follow for more.